After watching this, the viewer understands why many modern expenses feel fixed and unavoidable, how the structure of costs has changed over time, and why this experience is systemic rather than a personal failure, well enough to think more clearly and calmly about their own finances. Many people feel like no matter how careful they are, their expenses leave very little room to adjust, as if most costs are no longer optional. In this video, we're going to explain why expenses feel unavoidable today, even for people who budget carefully and try to live within their means. This matters because when expenses feel locked in, people often feel trapped or discouraged. Understanding why this has happened can reduce stress and misplaced self-blame. We're not going to offer budgeting tips, cost-cutting tactics, or lifestyle advice. We're simply explaining how the structure of expenses has changed over time. We'll look at how expenses used to behave, how they behave now, and why many costs feel less flexible than they once did. The goal here is understanding, not urgency, and not judgment. Historically, many household expenses could be adjusted. People could delay purchases, reduce usage, substitute alternatives. This flexibility allowed households to respond to change. When income tightened, expenses could often be reshaped. That flexibility acted as a buffer. Over time, a growing share of expenses has become fixed. These include housing, insurance, utilities, healthcare, connectivity. These costs are not easily reduced without major disruption. As fixed costs grow, flexibility shrinks. Many modern expenses are tied to participation. Housing is required to live. Insurance is often required to function. Connectivity is required to work and communicate. Opting out often means losing access, opportunity, or stability. This makes expenses feel unavoidable because, in many cases, they are. When fixed costs dominate, cutting small discretionary items has limited impact. People may reduce dining out, entertainment, small comforts, yet still feel financial pressure. This creates frustration because effort does not match relief. When expenses feel unavoidable, people often assume they've lost control. They may think they should be more disciplined. They should be doing something differently. But when the same experience is shared widely, it points to structure, not individual behavior. Instead of asking, "Why can't I cut more?" a more useful question is, which costs are fixed and which are flexible? This reframing helps separate what can be influenced from what must be absorbed. Clarity replaces frustration. This episode explains why expenses feel unavoidable. In the next episode, we'll explore why taxes feel more confusing than ever and how complexity adds to financial stress. Each episode addresses one source of pressure at a time. You now understand that expenses feel unavoidable because a larger share of costs are fixed. Essential services are harder to opt out of. Flexibility has quietly declined. This understanding helps explain why budgeting alone often feels insufficient and supports calmer, more realistic financial thinking. Please like this video if you have enjoyed it or received any benefit from it. Every one of your likes truly encourages us to continue creating helpful content. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.